Hello, hello again.
Hi, I am so happy that the internet has behaved itself. I think we're going to be okay this hour. Hi,
Uh,
Eric. We're going to talk about one more subject. It's going to be kind of a brief one. This is also from a blog member. They want to know about the future of music. And here he says, or she, I don't know, stuff like, what is the next musical format that's going to replace CDs? And when will it be possible to replicate the sound of master source tape without quality loss? I guess I should do this one at a time. What's the next musical format that's going to replace CDs? What's that going to be? And of course, digital music.
Interesting. Um, First of all, he's showing just the progression of music in general. It almost seems like all the genres become so closely related that it's hard to decipher between rock and country and, hip hop. It seems like they all really start to piggyback on each other, he says,
Okay.
as far as sound. So the way that music in itself moves, they all start piggybacking and using each other's sounds
Okay.
to create new twists on the old genre. Um, so the future of music and how it's used. Um, he's showing he's showing like a he keeps saying digital, digital, and then he keeps going like this, like he takes his hands off. So it seems like you don't have to. He says there's no devices. So
What are you
oh,
saying?
it's gonna be more like what he's showing is it seems like more of a huge collective or collection, like a database, where it's almost like all music is there, okay?
Okay.
And it doesn't, it's like you don't even have to download it onto your device in order to Bluetooth it or stream it, whatever in your car. It's like you connect to this database and then it's all there. It doesn't matter what
Wait, how
genre.
do you
It seems,
connect?
um, he's showing me because I guess I'm asking him specifically like, um, what's the word I want to use? Like outside of the home, in the car, or if you're out and about, how do you connect to
Yeah.
this music?
Yeah.
Um, it seems like, I mean, he says you'll still have devices to play it, but you won't need devices like to download it, I guess. You won't have to download it. It's more of like everybody has access, he says.
Well,
He's
how do you
showing
access
this.
it? You must have to push a button or something.
It's he that's weird. This is interesting. He said it's free. You'll create an account. And I said, well, I guess I'm arguing. I said, well, how on earth can it be free? How did these artists,
Oh,
make money?
yeah.
Um, so he's pulling this way out in the future. So I don't think we're going to see this for some time yet. But it's like what he's showing me is like creating an account and then having access to all genres. I feel like all artists' music will exist here. Um, and then, okay, okay, so it seems like it's just a. I said, well, are you sure? We don't pay. Is it free? And it's like it's not an ongoing thing that you pay for. It's like pay for a membership, and that's it.
Okay.
Pay for the account, and that's it. And then you have access to.
Well, do you access it
It's
with your
interesting.
mind? Are we that far advanced that we'll be able to just use our mind to telepathically uh, download?
No, that's not what he's showing. Not yet, anyway. He says some people already do that. He's
Oh, wow.
laughing, but he's showing like still if you're in your car, it's a matter of using the internet to connect to this large database, um, or using your device to connect to this large database. But I don't think you're even going to have to
Well, we already have
download.
that. We already have that with iTunes and Spotify and things like that, though. And Apple,
But
I mean, Amazon.
he he's showing it being like more like doing away with all of the little like Spotify and iTunes, sort of like all of that becomes obsolete, and this becoming just one central location
Hmm.
where all music can be accessed.
Okay.
And
Like the Akashic
um,
records of music.
he said, "Yeah, mom." That was his response. He
Okay.
said, "Yeah, mom."
When will this happen?
Um,
Oh, go ahead.
he takes it. He still pulls this out probably 25 years, 20
Okay.
years.
Okay.
So it says there's still you're still going to be seeing like recycling through different apps. Like
Doorbell.
Rhapsody, all those different things. We're still going to cycle through those for some time yet to gain access to our music.
Somebody
Um,
get the door, please. Sorry.
get that door, people. But he says that there are people now that clairaudiently
Dang it.
tune in to music
Michelle!
and
Wait a minute.
listen.
Sorry. Michelle, somebody get the door! For the freaking love of God!
Somebody get that door. Um, but he's showing like
Okay, you be talking.
you
These
can
people are,
do
I
like
swear.
remote viewing too,
Okay, be
and
talking.
connect to.
Keep talking. Don't stop.
Okay, okay. Um, Erik is showing you guys that a lot of clairaudience, clairvoyants can also do remote viewing and connect to music that way. They can connect to live performances, and even um, basically stream music. It's connecting to, because if you think about energy, um, once something is in existence, you can't destroy it. You can't get rid of it. So even a melody, even a tune, a song, so you can connect. Just sort of like how a song gets stuck in your head, and you play a song over and over when it gets stuck in your head. Eventually, you'll see people be able to access music that way with no electronics at all, but just through their own frequencies, their own vibration, connecting to that melody through, your own psychic ambition, he says, clairaudience, whatever you want to call it. But he says we're already experiencing that in the way that, a song gets stuck in your head, or for some reason you might wake up and a song is in your head. It's connecting to that frequency of its existence, connecting to that melody. So this is like way down the road before that becomes common, but we're already experiencing it, he says. So we're progressing both towards both in both ways. But the latter of the two, just psychic connection to music,
Okay.
is a much slower process in
Okay.
development.
We better move on because I have a bunch of questions on this. But I shouldn't have gotten so mad
Sure.
because somebody just sent me flowers. It was a floral delivery,
Oh,
and it's probably because it was
well,
Eric's birthday yesterday, and everybody pretty much figured I'd be a little down. Dear Elisa, your blog and Eric have lifted my spirits on many occasions, and I want to thank you for your selfless devotion to humanity. Oh, we all love you so much. From your blog member, Veronica. I wish she put her last name. I just don't know who it is. But thank you, Veronica.
how sweet.
So these really should
Oh.
be for you, Eric. But anyway, to go on, when will it be possible to replicate the sound of master source tapes without quality loss? Because CDs and vinyls cannot do that without some kind of quality loss.
Ooh, interesting. This is,
Just real
you know,
brief, Eric, on these. Sorry, we're running out of time.
Yep, he just gave a real quick. I feel like we're going to see this much sooner, within like 10 years. Um, Being able to actually replicate without losing quality. Um, this is pretty quick. Well
Okay,
on our way, he said.
good. Will artists finally abandon the album format and start releasing just a song or two over the span of several months?
Yep, he says.
Okay, when will that be?
He says the album concept is actually really hard for artists.
Yeah,
It would be much easier for them to just release singles here and there.
I would think so.
Um, he says, when I said, when will that be? Um, Ooh, that's a control thing throughout the music industry. So it's kind of ooh. He says it's kind of like, one record label versus the next. They all scratch each other's back, so
Oh,
to
yeah.
speak. So it's you don't do this and I won't do that kind of thing.
Oh,
So
I
it's kind of
see.
like you have all in agreement before any change can happen. It's politics, Mom, he says.
Okay.
So that's going to get hairy. That's tricky.
Yeah,
He
maybe
doesn't give a time frame on.
maybe the albums are kind of important for somebody to be on tour. You know, they can't just release one or two songs and go on tour with that. Maybe I don't know. I don't know much about the music
That's right.
industry.
Well,
Okay,
he's showing too that artists become like more in control over it too, like that have their
good,
own labels, um,
good.
and then they, you know, basically not being owned by another, they start releasing their own music that way.
Awesome. Last question. What kind of purpose does modern top 40 cookie cutter pop serve? Taylor Swift, Katy Perry, Rihanna, Ariana Grande, etc.
What was the question? What kind of music
What kind of
do
purpose?
they?
What kind of purpose does modern top 40 cookie cutter pop serve?
Hmm, that's a good question. Eric said fulfillment. Um, I feel like when songs are made by these types of artists in the cookie cutter world, it's to fulfill what you already know,
Hmm.
what you've already experienced. He says so. It's just fulfillment through music, through a song.
For example,
So,
yeah.
for example, if it's a song that references what you're going through at a certain age, like your teenage years or something, we've all been there, we've all experienced it. So that cookie cutter music, even when we look at country, a lot of it can be that way too. He says, I've been there. I've rode in a pickup truck on a dirt road and had my girlfriend in the back, and he says so. It's fulfillment. It brings us through our memories that we've been there, we've experienced that, and sort of makes us feel validated through a celebrity's music.
I
So it's
see.
fulfillment.
Well,
Um,
that's fascinating. Anything else you want to say about the future of music, Eric, before we close?
he said, "Mom, I could talk about music all day. You know that."
Oh, you love music, but nothing else that you're yearning to divulge.
Not really. He says the only thing I can encourage you is, he says, to help you grow, listen to something you wouldn't normally listen to. He said, if you're someone out there who hates hard rock, listen to it. Ask yourself why. You
Ah,
might just find fulfillment.
okay. All
So,
right.
outside the box, he says.
That sounds great. Well, thank you so
But that's it.
much.
He says, I
Thank
love you.
you. I love you. And thank you so much, Kim, for this. Again, don't forget to download our mobile app, the Channeling Eric mobile app, if you want all the content in one: YouTube's, blog posts, tweets, Instagram, you name it. All right? Deal? It's free and easy.
That's right.
All right. Bye, everybody. Bye,
Bye.
Kim. Bye, Eric. Happy
Eric says, bye,
birthday.
Mom.
Happy birthday again.
He's like going like this.
Aw. Keep celebrating. Bye.
Bye.